Please note that this content is for educational purposes and for adults only. Viewer discretion advised. More details available in the description box. Hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream with me, Grizzly. This is Grizzly True Crime, and today we are back to discuss Madeline Soto's case. You know, every time that a little bit of new information comes out, like this round was just a couple more photos, it just gets so sad. This is such a devastating case, you know, and as we go and as we learn more, isn't it just so horrible? She was murdered when she was 13 years old, and as we know, the guy that's accused of murdering her is also accused of abusing her, and there will be 2 trials held in 2025. The one we had penciled in the dates would be there was a pre-trial hearing. It's now set for April 23rd, and the first trial, which is a CSAM trial for Stephan Sterns, is set for May 5th to May 21st of 2025. How he's taking this to trial, I don't know, based on at least 1,700 pictures of Madeline found on his Google Drive, and just horrifying pictures that they describe in documents, right? So like they literally have evidence from his phone, and he's going to take this to trial, really? And then file all those motions to say he doesn't want them to have victim impact statements and doesn't want them to have this, and death penalty should be on the table because it's unconstitutional for, you know, his right of life. Really? So yeah, if you didn't notice, I do have my snarky pants on. Put yours on as well. Okay, we're going to snark a little bit today. Then his second trial is a homicide trial, which is set for September 22nd of 2025. But please, for now, just pencil that in because I don't know if that will change as well. Jeff, thank you so much. I wonder if that was, I don't know if that was intentional. You sent 3 $1 ones in a row. Is that like a test? I think YouTube's being a little bit naughty. Do you also think so? Also, welcome to all my moderators, patrons, members, subscribers, and any locals in chat. This case takes place in Florida. That's also why we get to see so much, you know, because it's Sunshine State laws. And so, oh my goodness, these FOIA requests are just like, you can get so much out of Florida. We've seen so many things. So now we're gonna discuss now what's new, because there are things being reported as like brand new, shocking information. And I mean by mainstream media, and I'm just like, but it's not new. We've had that since September. And then some people are sending it to me and like, oh my word, did you hear the shocking thing? What? We've gone over it. So I'm going to show you the playlist again quickly now so that you can see that. Small Wildflowers. Whoa, you've been a member for 27 months. You said listening in at work. Just wanted to say that I appreciate you, G. Thank you so much. Please like and share so others can also know we are live right now and discussing the case. And also thank you to all of you who watched yesterday's live stream on Courtroom Confidential. If you haven't yet checked out Courtroom Confidential, that's Josh Ritter's show, then I was on it last night discussing a few cases actually. So maybe you want to just go check that out. Like as well over there, share, comment, engage. It always helps, and it's always really nice to see all the Grizzlies and chat over there. It aired at 2 o'clock in the morning my time, and so we had pre-recorded something, you know, and so I was sleeping, okay? I wasn't in chat, but I went to go look if you Grizzlies were in the chat. I was hoping there'd be more of you, so please go give it some love afterwards, okay? Grey Wolf, thank you for being a member for 27 months. You said love the snark. And Bibo Mora, did I say it right? Thank you for your sticker as well. Mid's girl said so close to 400K. That's true. I think we're going to reach 400K by my birthday. My birthday's on the 9th of March, which is Sunday. That'll be a nice gift, hey? To be 400,000 Grizzlies in this community. I'm always so proud of all of you. So thank you so much. I mean, I'm going to stop babbling now and get to the trial. To the case. I just wanted to say, remember the behavior panel when they invited me to be on there sometime? That'll happen at some point. But it was so cool when when Mark was like, and then all these new Grizzlies arrived. Now, we're not new. We've been there for a while, but I'm always so proud of you guys. Thank you so much for being part of this community. And if you aren't yet, make sure you subscribe, okay? Woody Decent said, thank you for your hard work, G. Thank you so much. Now, I'm hoping that those of you who are here today actually know about this case. If you don't, please expand the description box, have a read through, find a link to the playlist. Let me quickly show you this over here so that you can just see it. Okay, so here's the playlist. Let's do it like this so that you can see it very nicely. How about that? So we have, how many videos are on this playlist? 69 videos. Now, a lot of the things that are now being said are new. They were part of the files from September already last year and June last year. And if you want to go and re-listen to some of those like audio interviews and things, if you just scroll through the playlist, you will find some of the chronological interviews. Like here's all police audio and video interviews, Stephan Sterns, okay, chronological. Then here's the body language analysis reaction, that was reaction to the behavior panel. All of Jen Soto's police audio and video interviews. There's one that wasn't in there, and I linked it in the pinned comment, so you can find it there very easily as well. Wow, Jeff said intentional. Thank you so much. You said intentional. Thank you for your work. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. So you could see here, there's a whole lot for you to listen to and find. And yeah, sometimes I must say, I don't blame people for thinking there's new things, because there's just so much information in this case. It's really a lot that even I have to like triple check, like, have we heard this before? And thanks to, I thank myself for my case files, because that's where I go check. I'm like, wait a minute, let's go look over there, because it's chronological, and it really helps me out, and I hope it helps you out as well. Sarah, thank you so much. I really appreciate your sticker there too. Okay, so what I want to get to is this Fox News article. And disclaimer, I'm not trying to snark at Fox or whoever wrote the article. I just really need to make sure for my own peace of mind that if anything is reported incorrectly, that we do need to talk about it, and it needs to be corrected, okay? Okay, because otherwise I also receive, I don't know how many emails, hundreds of emails saying, did you hear this? And this is so shocking. And I'm like, what? Who said what now? Okay, so this article is from foxorlando.com. And so it said it's been 1 year since the initial report was filed after 13-year-old Madeline Soto disappeared and was found dead days later in Osceola County. A year later, we are still learning new details about this case. So they've got a backstory. They said Madeline Soto was reported missing in February 2024 after not showing up to school. Her body was found 5 days later. I hate it when it's disposed of in a grassy area in a remote part of Osceola County. Officials said she had been strangled, according to court records. Stephan Sterns was so you see, already there, Stephan Sterns was the boyfriend. No, he was the ex-boyfriend. He should not have even been there. And the more we see these photos, okay, the more I'm like, was he really moved out? Because there's a crap load of his underwear and everything all over the place in that house. There's a lot of stuff over there for a guy that moved out in December of 2023, right? Lacey Markle, thank you. Anyway, so they said he was I'm going to say ex-boyfriend of Jennifer Soto, Madeline's mother. He's facing a first-degree murder charge and the death penalty if convicted. Yeah, if you didn't know, he's facing the death penalty in the disappearance and death of 13-year-old Madeline Soto. Okay, so now if we just scroll down a bit here, they said K9 search of the vehicle. What we know, the Orange County Sheriff's Office had found surveillance video that they believe showed Maddie the morning that she was reported missing in the front seat of Sterns' car, slumped over to her left, an abnormal way for a person to be seated. We know that, right? As the report says. New details. Fox 35 learned from newly released documents that a K9 search was conducted in Sterns' vehicle. During the search, the K9 was alerted to chemicals found specifically when human bodies are decomposing. But we saw a body cam of that as well. We literally saw the cadaver dogs reacting to the vehicles. We've read the documents before, so it's not new. Let me tell you what happened. The 9th Judicial Circuit released the State Attorney's Office. They have started categorizing all the files that were released into two folders. One for the CSAM trial, one for the homicide trial. And when they do that, they kind of just, and here comes my South African word again, gooiing things in there. They're gooiing things that we've already had in there, and then it looks like it's new. They then send this alert out if you are part of their mailing list or part of the FOIA request process. They send it out, and then they're like, okay. And then it makes like it looks like a little pop-up, almost like this is new. You're like, oh my word, this is new. And you go through it and you're like, oh, it's not new. It's just newly categorized. Okay, so that's what happened. So the only thing right now that's new from everything that I could see in those two folders that they have updated are photos. And there are additional photos from the search warrant executed at the house. And it is, it's quite interesting to see because there's different angles of the home, shame, and of Maddie's room. I'll show you some of those as well. I'm sure you've seen them already, but I'll just go through a few of them because, oh my goodness, shame, and poor Maddie that didn't even have her own room, right? Okay, so all I wanted to, this is not what I'm correcting yet, but I just want to say we did already know this, and they said indicating there was a presence of chemicals which are present during the decomposition phase of a human body. Based on this information, it's believed that redacted, which would be Madeline, could be the victim of a homicide, right? So that one, we knew that one. Did you know that one? Because I knew that one. And we'd read that document before. I mean, these documents, it's like, there are so many documents in this case. Oh my word. Now, people are saying hello to Crime Circus. I can't see it. I can't see you in chat, but hello if you are here. Thank you for being here. Okay, so this one, they said what we know. Stephan Sterns told police he had dropped Maddie off at school the morning she disappeared and then went to a smoke shop. Officer, after you dropped her off, did you go directly to the smoke shop? Sterns, I did. I went directly to the smoke shop. Then they've got this interview. They said new investigative interview. This is not new. This is part of our chronological playlist. You can go listen to it over there if you would like to. From February 27th and 28th, there's, I think it's a combination of 3 interviews here. Okay, now this is where I just want to correct the information. I'm not attacking the news agency or anybody who wrote this article. I just want to make sure that we over here know the correct information. Okay, that's it. Monica, thank you so much. So they said, however, now I can expand. In a new interview released to Fox 35. Well, if it's new to them, okay, valid. But they said he changes his story. So you saw my thumbnail. He changed his story? Question mark? Okay, new details. In this newly released interview, Stephan Sterns tells police that Maddie was asleep in the passenger seat of the car when he went into the vape shop. And I'm like, what? What are they saying? Why do they say that? I had to go listen very, very carefully again. Okay, because I'm like, why would he change his story to that? Why would he suddenly say, oh, I dropped off at school, I saw her in the rearview window, she was rummaging through her backpack, and then I just drove off and I went straight to the vape shop. Why would he then slip up and say, but then she was in the passenger seat, she was just taking a nap, basically? What? That's shocking, but he didn't say that. So we're going to correct this now, okay? So officer says, how was she positioned in the front seat? And Stern says, lean back in the seat, just kind of conked out napping. Officer, where was her head in relation to the seat? And Stern said, up against the seat, I think against it. And officer said, this was the seat, leaning back, or the seat? And Stern says, was leaning back, and she leaned the seat back so that she could recline. But there's a little portion between the first sentence and all of these. There's other things that took place here. So I'm going to quickly show you something. Hold on one second. Let me pull it up. First, let's go to this document, which is just one of many. There's so many documents in this case. This is a 57-page document. And already here, we'd read through this before. So I'm just going to show it to you in writing, and then we're going to listen to it together, okay? Dorothy Elizabeth Peterson says, now I found out what this rubric is. Thank you so much for being a member for 1 year, okay? And Monica as well. Now, it says here, I know the writing is a bit funny, but I highlighted as much as I could. It says, I asked Stephan if when he returned to get the key fob, redacted had gone inside with him. You could see the question in writing. That was the question, not when you went to the vape shop. When you went to get the key fob, did Madeline go inside with you? Stephan stated she had not because she was asleep. I asked Stephan again about the location where he got his flat tire, and Stephan stated everything looked the same, and he was drawing a blank about any specific businesses and only recalled pulling into a plaza. Yeah, Stephan and his memory lapses, hey. Obviously, he's, especially for the homicide case, I would definitely continue to say, yeah, he's innocent until proven guilty. But damn, this CSAM trial, I don't even know. Shame. Imagine the defense. I'm sure the defense is hoping for a plea deal, because like, what are they going to say, right? Okay, so this is the one document there. Some of the other documents they included is this one that's 501 pages, which we've gone over before. And then this one that's 896 pages, which is also included in these new folders, but we've gone over before, okay? Susie R said, this guy, snarky pants are so on. Yeah, right. Thank you so much. Okay, so those documents we have seen before. Now, if I go back to, just hold on one second. I just want to find where I was. We want to hear it now. Not that one. Here. Okay, so let's do it like this. It would be, this one is Stephan Sterns chronological police audio and video interviews, and the timestamp is at 1:26:06, but we're going to listen from 1:25:19, okay, just for a little bit of context. Okay, so listen very carefully, but I will also put the closed captions on.
90% sure. What makes you think that you were there at 10?
I saw lights on inside the place. It looked like they were coming to life in there. So it looked like they were about to open. And I was waiting to see if they were going to turn on the open.
Do you remember if there was anybody inside?
I couldn't see inside from the outside. But after I came home and then went back to the smoke shop again later, when they definitely were open, I stopped in and got my vape juice finally. I don't remember the name of the guy working there, but
Vape juice.
he was like a skinny guy.
Listen now, listen.
Short, skinny guy.
When you came back for the fob, did she go inside with you?
No, she was in the car still. She was asleep.
Where in the car?
Did you hear it? Can you hear it? Or must I boost it? Do you need me to boost it? Wait, maybe you do need me to boost it just a little bit. Hold on 1 second. When you came back for the fob, the key fob, when he pretended that he forgot his gate clicker, remember that? Let's just put it like that, full screen. When you came back for the fob, did she go in with you? Did Madeline go into the home with you? Because if you know the timeline, he left with Madeline at about 7:35 in the morning, according to the cameras, right? He'd been to the dumpster first. Then he left, drove around, okay, lots of freaking U-turns, and pretending to go to McDonald's and all of that. He was in and around the area of the school, but didn't really go there. So then going back home, back to Jane's house, because he was like, oh, I forgot my gate clicker. Why do you even have a gate clicker if you're the ex-boyfriend, okay? So yeah, you got it. That one little sentence there, that key fob part is very important, okay? Here.
Definitely were open. I stopped in and got my vape juice finally. I don't remember the name of the guy working there, but he was like a skinny guy. Short, skinny guy.
When you came back for the fob, did she go inside with you?
No, she was in the car still. She was asleep.
Where in the car?
Passenger side.
The front seat?
Correct.
Okay. Did she at any point go in the back of the vehicle, like in the back seat?
No.
So she was in the front the whole time? Awake or asleep?
She was asleep.
Okay.
She was confident. We had gotten up early.
How was she positioned in the front seat?
Leaned back in the seat, just kind of conked out, napping.
Where was her head in relation to the seat?
Against the seat, I think. Against it. Just.
Was the seat leaning back, or?
The seat was leaning back. Yeah, she had leaned the seat back so that she could recline and.
Okay. And then I need you to try to, refresh your memory. When you got the flat tire on 192, what could you see around you?
So I'm sure you heard it, right? So that is unfortunately now, what has been reported as what we saw before, which I just really hope it will just be corrected. It's okay to make mistakes. People make mistakes all the time, but it does need to be corrected, right? When it says here, however, in a new interview released to Fox 35, he changes his story. New details. In this newly released interview, Sterns tells police that Maddie was asleep in the passenger seat of the car when he went into the vape shop. No, unfortunately not. Nope, that's not it. Vicky Coleman, thank you so much. You said, love your work. Ranchin said, is this interview from last year or just a couple of days ago? It's February 27th of 2024, which is last year. It's 2025 now, am I right? So yeah, this one is Jen Soto's ones, by the way. And I wanted to show you this as well because this is all Jen Soto's chronological interviews, okay? This is Jen Soto full police audio and video interviews, except one, when I said important, the 1 hour 42 February 28th interview was unfortunately missed in this case file. I kicked myself, so here it is. So you click there and then you can go and watch that one. Let's just see where it is. Go there. And this one was also part of this, newly released information. And when I heard it, I'm like, wait a minute, this doesn't sound familiar. This is new. Then I remember, no, this is not new. So it wasn't in my case file, okay, but it's linked. It's in the pinned comment. So this is the February 28th one, which is also very interesting. What I find interesting as well is how many times Jen and Stephan just even lied about, well, there's so much, okay, but they both lied about the day when Stephan arrived at the house. That was so weird. They're like, maybe Saturday morning, Saturday night. Was it Sunday morning? Jane was like, Saturday or Sunday morning. And later, in a different interview, she's like, Sunday night. I think it was in this February 28th one where she said Sunday night. And I'm like, why is that such a mix-up? Like, obviously it isn't. I think it's just trying to keep it vague, you know, trying to keep it vague. Okay, so that's what we have there. Patty said, great Courtroom Confidential episode with you, Gisela. Oh, thank you so much. So that's what we have for now, right? If we look at this article, let's just see when it was written. Because maybe they will do like a retraction, a correction. So it was published March 4th of 2025 at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So as of this date, which is March 6th of 2025, that information has not yet been corrected. And I just really hope it will be, because obviously this could mislead a lot of people. And here at Grizzly True Crime, I know a lot of you, when you've been following this case with me very closely, and I know there's a lot of information, but I'm surprised by how many people fell for this. You know what I mean? That you were like, wow, this is brand new information, that Madeline was in the vehicle, like when he went to the vape shop. No, that's not true. That's not true according to what we know so far, and it's not true if you listen to the audio interviews. So yes, Kat said, thank you, Gisela and Mods, great channel. Thank you, and thanks for being a member for 10 months. So, okay, let's see. Here's True Crime with Strategic Eyes. You said, thanks for the clarification. I'm definitely going to make a correction on my show. I didn't see your show. I got to go check it out. You said you're more accurate than the news. Is that so? Thank you. True Crime with Strategic Eyes. Yeah, I'm just, oh my word. There's people sending me this article. I'm guessing people sent it to you too, right? And I'm like, eek. And at first, you know what? At first I was like, oh. And I had to go look, and I had to go listen. And I had to listen very well a few times. And I'm like, because that would be shocking. Think about it. If Madeline was in the passenger seat and this guy, let alone, he was driving around with her, allegedly already deceased, that's what the police have said, driving around, like in public, with a deceased 13-year-old in his vehicle. That's so crazy. That's already so crazy. He doesn't know what could go wrong. What if you're in a car crash, dude? What if there's a traffic stop? That is just so crazy. So then to think, whoa, imagine if he went to that vape shop with her, just parked the car and went into the vape shop. I'm like, no way. So we have to check, okay? Maud said, I'm a newer Grizzly, but love it here. Thank you for everything you do, G. Thank you so much. Tammy says, happy early birthday. Thank you. Now, I didn't mention this earlier. I'm going to be on Court TV today, which is it's Thursday, March 6th. And I'm also going to be on, apparently, on March 7th at 9 p.m. Eastern time on Vinny's show. So you got to go to courttv.com and click watch live to be able to see it. I hope some of you will be watching there. I always feel like I'm talking to you when I'm there. I'm like, talk to the Grizzlies. Talk to the Grizzlies. I'll be there to discuss this Madeline Soto case. And yeah, if there's anything that I'm going to have to correct, I'm going to have to. I hope not. But yeah, unfortunately, I just hope this hasn't spread too far. You know what I mean? Beach Mom said, let's get to 400,000. I agree. Let's get there. Okay, now I want to quickly show you some of the photos. I've already shown you some of the, everything I wanted to show you there. So just hold on 1 second, because it's like, oh my word, there's so many files. Sure. Okay, let's go like this. So there were 2 folders. I just want to triple check that I've redacted what I wanted to redact, because there's no way in hell that I'm going to be showing, and people can judge me all you want. I'm not going to be showing little girls' underwear on the internet, especially not in the context of the case. Now, I'm not judging anyone who's doing it. I'm not shaming anyone. I'm just not comfortable with that, okay? So I'm not going to be showing that. Sometimes I find with FOIA requests, what you receive, you have to be so responsible with, because sometimes they just throw things at you. They just give you a whole bunch of things, and I'm like, oh my word, shame, so let's go like this. Okay, so this is folder 1. Okay, that I'm just double checking again. I'm still like so nervous. Oh my word. Okay, I might have to comment on it later on Court TV. I have no idea what they're going to be showing or what the questions will be. But anyway, there's 2 folders. Okay, and this is what's new. New information would be photos. Okay, and so some of the photos are like this. Like, let's just go to this one where they say girls' room, shame, Madeline's room, hanging off of divider. So we'll see that later. And this is one of those. I don't know what nickname you guys maybe have. I've seen these in South Africa as well, right? Obviously now I'm in Switzerland. I haven't seen them here yet, but these are those like those towels that you can put in your hair and you twist it so that it stays up nicely, right? After a bath or shower. So yes, Okay, so there's that. And then if there's anything I show in error, I will obviously blur it out later, but I don't think so. I think I've successfully redacted what needs to be. Shame. So this was, I would assume, Madeline Soto's, because they said it was also hanging shame, and they said in her room. She didn't have a room. She had a makeshift room. And just wait till you see those pictures. They make me very upset, so I'm probably going to snark about it. Girls' room floor, girls' room top right drawer of dresser. Now, this is one thing I've just kept in here because I'm like, yeah, this is so weird. Like all these little face cloths, and maybe it's just a whole collection of face cloths. It might not be that weird. They might have bought it at Costco and got a whole bunch or something. But damn, I've seen some wild speculation online about these, and it makes me just feel so, I don't know what, sick to think just of Stephan Sterns and what he's accused of doing and the evidence that they have and all these face cloths, washcloths in a bedroom dresser. Oh my goodness. Dawn Marie says turbo twisty hair wrap towel. That one. A hair thingy. That's one. Black Widow. A hair towel. It's a hair towel, exactly. Okay, so there's all these that they took pictures of as well. All right. And obviously they took pictures of pretty much all of the underwear that was found in the drawers as well. And they want to obviously build a case, especially the CSAM case, right? So you can see all of these. Let me just click out of this. And then, so there's many, many pictures of that. And then the one thing that I'd scribbled down is shame. Like she had Victoria's Secret underwear, which I don't know. I don't know at what age girls get that, but like I just really hope that that freaking predator didn't buy those. You know, like what is happening? She just turned 13. She just went to her birthday party. This case is absolutely insane. Oh my goodness. So, okay, they're showing some clothing items as well. Back to the Future, extra large. I could only assume then this would be Stephan Sterns. And there's a lot of his clothing in this house. When they go through things, I'm like, yeah. Did you really move out there? He probably had like things there for when he visited, but still, why are you visiting if you're the ex-boyfriend? Okay, so there's just clothing. It's not the most interesting thing that I could show you in the world. There's nothing really to analyze. There's nothing that I feel this adds to the case. Just sadness. Sadness to see Maddie's things. Now, they do show items from the laundry basket as well. Now, that I find interesting because obviously Madeline Soto's blue birthday dress was in it. And previously, we'd seen some photos, but just from the side. And we'd been analyzing those photos. And some of the Grizzly said, oh my word, that's a birthday dress. And so, yeah, you were correct. It's a birthday dress. They show it even more clearly now, right? Okay, so this says it's my birthday, which is just, oh, shame, man. I think it looks like an older shirt, as you can see there, right? It looks like an older shirt. The writing's a bit faded, but still, she may have worn that on her birthday or for a birthday party or just whatever. You know, before the dress, or maybe she changed after the dress, we don't know, but shame, oh my goodness. Maybe it was like pajamas. And then there were towels as well. Lots and lots of towels in this laundry basket too. Downstairs bedroom closet. Her pillowcases, right? So we've seen that. Duvet. You know, I'm just going through this pretty quickly because there's nothing really, as I say, to report here. I'm going to show you another folder. Now this, if this was in the, just wait. They said what? They normally labeled it first. Downstairs bedroom closet. Okay, downstairs bedroom closet. We've always wondered, what the hell was he washing that day? Yeah, what was he washing that day? What kind of bedding, what kind of clothing, what was he washing? Because the roommates saw him washing a lot of things that day, right? Phoebe says, oh wow, my daughters didn't get Victoria's Secret till they were 16, just no reason in my opinion. And Rachel says, I still can't believe her mother isn't charged, right? And the more I listen to if you had to re-listen to all the audio interviews and watch the police video interviews, and then you still see the documents and you just hear things, I'm just like, me neither. I can't believe she's not charged with anything. We've seen other cases, like Jamaria Sessions, where, we saw the father charged as well, for his role in the neglect. And I'm like, okay. So I don't know exactly what they gleaned from this, if there's any evidentiary value in this, but they sure took a lot of pictures of this blanket with this hole in it. So I don't know what's going on here, right? Yeah, feel free to leave your comments below, by the way. Leave your comments below of what you think could be happening here. I don't know. But yeah, there's some blankets here as well. I'm going to show you the second folder, which would be of Maddie's makeshift room. And there's a Band-Aid on here as well. Downstairs bedroom, between closet and bathroom. There's a robe as well. Wait. Downstairs bedroom, between closet and bathroom. I would speculate this could be Stephan's or Jen's, I don't know. There's a robe. It's like, you know, to see that robe, imagine if that was Stephan's, and then you see this little dinosaur tail. It's just so sad, the contrast the whole time between this 37-year-old man and this little girl that he's accused of abusing for at least 5 years, since she was 8 years old. And then not only that, but also taking so many pictures and videos of her. It's so much. Like, because you can still see, you know, especially if you've seen the underwear pictures elsewhere, oh my word, it's just like thinking of this 37-year-old predator in the house. Wow. Stephanie, welcome. SLI said, thanks, G, for always keeping it real. Thank you. Thank you for being here. So yeah, here's some pillowcases. I don't know. Remember we saw this, we'll see it again, when it's kind of stuffed behind a door in Jen's room between the bedroom and the closet. So yeah, this is all the stuff. There's a lot of towels, as I say. So maybe that's what he was washing, for all we know. And then this is a downstairs bathroom in downstairs bedroom on the floor between the tub and the sink. So I don't know whose that would be either. I think these are Stephan's. Oh, no. Arizona Gal said, how about this? Mods need coffee and cats need treats and toys. Let's start a donation option for Pepper, Willow, and Fury. Just a thought. We do have that. It's normally PayPal, because then the cats get it directly. You know, there's no cut that anyone takes. So if you want to send the cats treats, that would be the way to do that. Desda, thank you so much. Okay, so let me just carry on. I don't want to pause on that picture. Okay, so we go here, and then see, I put the underwear in a different folder, as well as the drawings that Maddie made in her notebook, which I think are too explicit to show. And it's just sad because she was a victim of sexual abuse, right? I don't know, I feel like some people could victim blame seeing that, and I really hope not. Okay, so now here's the other pictures, right? This is of the home. Oh dear, there's some more underwear pictures there. Hold on 1 second. I just want to remove these. There's too many of them. My goodness. And socks and things. Okay, so the socks are fine. Sure. Just hold on. I'm just going to paste them over here in this folder. Okay. Here we go. So I don't want to bore you. I don't want to show like something that's not interesting. What I really want to focus on would be Madeline's makeshift room. So let's actually go to this photo first. This photo intrigued me because it's a redacted photo. Look, you can't even zoom in. That's it. This is where it is. So I was like, what is this? But it's crime scene tape. This looks like concrete. This looks like a welcome mat. And this looks like dirt. I know it's pretty dark, okay? I really had to zoom in to try to see it. But I think this would be the front door, right? So I think that would be, I don't know what they're redacting. Maybe it's the front door itself, right? Because they are supposed to at least redact some of these dresses and things like that. So it could be that. Kathy David said they just arrested a guy a few miles away from me with a bunch of CSAM, and first thing I thought of was Stephan Sterns. Oh man. Okay, so this, oh my word, the fact that this was Madeline's room. Why? How? I just don't know how a little girl is supposed to feel safe and have privacy in a space like this. Now, I know that Jen said that Maddie mostly slept in her room. But to think that even on Maddie's last night alive, she sent her upstairs to room number 4, which was very plausibly always Stephan's room, even when he moved out. And this was Maddie's makeshift room. So instead of saying, go and sleep in your room, I need a good night's sleep, why are you sending her upstairs with this guy? When you're broken up with him, what is he even doing there? Apparently helping Jen. What, for your 2 days off? I know we've snarked about this before, but oh my word. So there you could see a brighter picture of it as well. I can zoom in so that you can see that too. We've obviously looked at many pictures like this before. Now, when I saw this Amazon box right here, where you can see the side is redacted, doesn't that just make you think of Stephan Sterns? Don't you think it's possible that he came there to collect one of his Amazon packages as well? I know he would have been there for Madeline Soto. And I mean, in the most sinister way, to abuse her. And ended up allegedly murdering her. Wow. But remember how who was it? Jen that said that he would sometimes be so like nervous, he'd be pacing around waiting for his Amazon packages. You know? So I'm like, oh my word, imagine if he also had packages still being delivered there. What was it? Is this for him or what's going on here? Okay, so we saw them have the interview here when Stephan was in the background, clicking his knuckles and all of that. But just like when you see these pictures, just thinking, like, just look at it. Just imagine if this is your room when you're 12 years old. No. This is, I mean, I wouldn't even feel like I have privacy if I were just a guest and wanted to just like quickly change there or something. Imagine a little girl. Shame. Okay, so there's not too much to report here. You know, I just, it looks like, I don't know if this was left open like this or if the police opened it and then there's all these, you know, mops and things here. I don't know if Stephan Sterns was cleaning up that day or not. I know he was doing laundry, which the roommate said was very, very unusual for him. Yeah, true crime with Strategic Guy says definitely probably his package. He wanted any excuse to see his victim, right? That's probably, he probably had packages delivered there. So he also, yes, had a reason to be there. And in case, you know, someone's like, well, we don't want you to come over. Like, there's no reason. He's like, no, but I'm having a package delivered there. Need to pick that up. Oh, my word. Lots of backups in place, hey, to see the victim, which is just so sad. Court Locus said she had access to the Amazon account, though. I thought she would have seen things questionable, I would think. I thought she would have seen things questionable. Well, do you mean like if it was a questionable package? I don't know what was in it. But I think he regularly had things delivered here. His parents also said so. It was his parents, wasn't it his parents in that interview that they had online? When they said that they've seen him nervous before when he's waiting for Amazon packages. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this room just makes me so sad. We've seen other photos before when the bedding was still on. So this was a little bit later than, I think the initial search warrant was around February 27th, and I think this one could have been on February 29th. They could have gone on 2 separate days from what I'm gathering. But please correct me if I'm wrong. Isabel Park said, Grizzly, I obviously have other subs, but you stand out due to your dedication and hard work. You don't miss a beat, and I respect and love you for that. You're my number one. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Isabel. That is so sweet. Okay, so, my goodness. This bed as well. And Jen sleeping in her queen-size bed. Wasn't it a king? It was king-size bed. And she's just like, no, I need a good night's sleep because I have 2 days off and I have medication that's going to knock me out, but I need a good night's sleep. So you two upstairs. That's just horrible. Oh my goodness. Okay, now this we've seen before. This is a Lego piece. And you can actually see a little bit more of the room, I suppose. Here you can see blinds, which would be, there's a sliding door over here, which we talked about before. And here's obviously blinds with a window over here. This is Maddie's makeshift room. The space that Jane said was Maddie's room, which I don't even know, man, what was going on in here. Because some of the documents say that some of the footage that they found, some of the photos, some of the evidence on Stephan's Google Drive include the abuse happening in Maddie's room and Stephan's room. That's how it's phrased. So there is some abuse that happened in this room and in room number 4. That's how it's phrased in the document. Maddie's room and Stephan's room. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay, so we can see, we've already seen some of this before. Now, this is something that just, it might literally be nothing. But it bothers me, okay? This just bothers me, this spot on the floor here. And I really hope they tested it, they checked it out. It could be cat puke, okay? There are cats, there's dogs in the house, there's pets. But this here, let me just see if I can make this a little bit brighter for you. Hold on 1 second, because I'm feeling like you can't see a damn thing. Like that? Can you see it? There's a stylus or something in it. This liquid on the floor, and then this over here. And now with this picture, we can see a little bit more. There's staining over here as well. I do not know what it is, okay? But we've spoken about it before. This is just a little bit, to me, a clearer of a picture, and I'm like, shame. You know? I hope, obviously, that they saw that and tested it. Just in case. Tracy Pittman, thank you so much. Vicky said no sheets or covers on the bed. There were sheets and covers on the bed. This is now after they've removed it, because we've already seen the original file of photos. I can actually just show you. Hold on 1 second. So which one are we on? 23. Okay, wait. Evidence photos. We go to apartment. like this, and then Madeline's room. And this is how it was in the first round of photos that we had seen. Remember? You see? This is how it was. So I think this initial search warrant was on the 27th. I think they'd gone there on the 27th. And on the 29th. Unless this is all from the 29th and they just took a bunch of pictures as they were removing things. I don't know. Jenny and the summer day, thank you so much. So this is how it looked before, okay? So if you want to see those previous streams, you can see we've gone over these photos before with a fine-tooth comb. We've looked at this bracelet and the gifts and things, and sure, this Valentine's Day box of chocolates and all of this we've seen before. Okay, so if we go evidence photos again, this we have dumpster, OneDrive, other, all of that. Okay, so we were on this one. Yes, and 23. We were on 23 here. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that liquid again. It's just so sad, and you can see they put all these blankets that we just saw before. We could see it on the chair now, all right? Okay, so there's nothing much else to report here. They did show one picture. I'm trying to get to it. Just hold on 1 second. Even this, like, does this feel private to you? Obviously not. It's a rhetorical question. But like, no. Jen should have given Maddie room number 4. You know, I don't think that her grandfather would have minded. Jen's excuse is, no, we had to pay rent and we had to rent it out. And Stephan's dad was apparently paying for that room number 4. But was he still paying for that room? Or what? Like, I don't care. I think that she should have had room number 4, especially, imagine for a 13th birthday gift. That would have been so cool. You can have this room now. But again, it would have probably been a traumatizing room either way. Because Stephan Sterns had abused Maddie, according to the documents, the accusations, and what they found on his phone in her room, this one we're seeing, and the upstairs room number 4. Court Lurker said this room was probably Maddie's own personal hell, right? Mango Queen said, so if the makeshift part for Maddie and then the rest of the room is Stephan's. Oh, no. Okay, Mango Queen. Stephan's is upstairs, bedroom number 4. So we've gone over the layout of the house before, so I'm just assuming that you know it. I'm so sorry if you don't. This is downstairs, okay? You can see this is the dining area. These are the stairs. So if you go up these stairs, when you get to the top of the stairs, there's a little laundry area, and then there's room number 2, 3, and 4. Room number 2 and 3 were occupied by roommates. And room number 4 was Stephan's, and we're calling it that because there's literally numbers on the doors, okay? So room number 4 is upstairs, and Jennifer Soto's room is downstairs here as well. Okay, so we'll see it now like this. If we go there, here's that, you know that towel twister? The hair towel we saw earlier? They said it was hanging on the divider. It's this. Here it is. Here it is. Shame. And this, I do not know what it is. But yeah, here's the very full laundry basket as well. There, you can see the hair towel as well. Okay. Nothing much to report there, of course. So I'm just going to flick through this. Some binoculars. And we've read this before. Okay, so I'm just going to go forward now because I want to make sure I show you. There's a picture like this one. Oh my word, this picture. Whew, my heart sank when I saw this because it's just like, you literally go, this is the room you're going to give your daughter. I know I'm like repeating myself, but look at it. Like all the roommates. If this was her room with these dividers, all the roommates can make coffee in that kitchen. You know what I mean? Like this is not private. Mary Holt said, is it your birthday today, Grizzly, or the 9th? It's on the 9th. You said, I need to wish you a happy birthday. You're amazing. Thank you for being here for all of us. Thank you so much for being a member for 19 months. Yeah, it's on the 9th of March. So when I saw this, it's just like, oh man, I feel so sad for the life that Madeline lived. And for so long, in plain sight, she was being abused. And her teachers, you know, we've gone over that before and we don't want to blame them. But it's like, damn, there were a lot of red flags. She's sleepy the whole time at school and all of that, like, and saying that there's a guy that makes her uncomfortable and he just is hanging around the house and eating their food. Man, I hope there's lessons learned from this. There's so many more questions to ask, right? Like the counselor. oh, man, it's just so sad. Obviously, we know that her choir teacher was arrested, right? Italo Brett Bonini. I've been covering his case as well. So if you haven't seen those videos, it's in the video section. The only update in that case is he's been in court again. He's been arraigned. He's indicted on 3 counts of enticing children online. And that guy was giving private piano lessons to children. Oh, no, 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 no. Terrible. Okay, so we can see that. So let me just quickly go like this. I don't want to waste your time at all. I want to quickly go to where's the laundry basket? The laundry basket is what I wanted to show you as well, which would be here when they went through every layer as well. There. Sorry for the underwear pic, but here is the dress. There we go. We can see it clearly now. Last time when we looked at it and we're like, I think that's the dress, because everyone was like, where is her birthday dress? Why did we say that? Because there were documents that said they found like a yellow cloth near the pond and a white t-shirt out there, and then they found a dress out by animal bones in some forest, and we're like, what the hell is going on? A lot of things that they document, you know, they actually didn't end up being part of the investigation, meaning that they weren't connected to the case. They were just documented. But we were all wondering, where was her birthday dress? Because this is what she was wearing that day, the last day she was alive, right, at her birthday party. And so here it is. Here's her beautiful dress. It's just so sad. Phoebe said, yes, G, agree. Madeline suffered for so long, just devastating. So in case anyone's wondering here, if you're just joining now, so what's new? Because the title says what's new in the case. Literally just these photos. So if anything else is reported as brand new information, it's just not at the moment. We don't have anything else at the moment. Not that I've seen. All of us can make mistakes. So I'm not saying I'm perfect. I don't know. From everything I've seen that's just been released, it's repeats. The only new things are these photos, some additional photos. And I think there were about 200 photos in the one folder and about 500 or so in the other folder. So there's a lot of new photos, but it's still of the same place that we've seen before. Thank you so much. Rexy said my daughter and mother's birthdays are, wow, your daughter and your mom on March 9th. Happy birthday to all of them as well. Okay, so you can see it clearly there. And then there's a Visa card in here, so I don't know if that would just be, you know, I don't think that's, what, do you think that's very strange? I don't know, it could be. Could be Stephan Sterns like washing things and stashing things and hiding things. I don't know. Or it could just be that it fell out of someone's pocket, or that Maddie had just chucked the washing in there and it was also in there. I don't know, because obviously they redacted it, so we don't know whose it is. So yeah, there's a lot of laundry in here, including lots of Stephan Sterns' stuff as well. Things with tags on it as well. You see. So I don't know if she got that for her birthday. There's actually one other photo, which they actually show some Advil in it. Okay, let's go like this. Wow. There. Advil, and it says for cramps. Shame. Poor Maddie. My goodness. So yeah, this is the laundry basket. Why do we talk about it as well? It's because we've seen it on some of the body cam when they wanted some of Maddie's stuff, or the tracking dogs, and Jane's like, oh, okay, you know, you're going to have this pillow, and Stephan's like, you know, Stephan talked about a pillow actually, and Jane's like, no, you snuggled with it last night, like, ugh. So anyway, they got some items of her clothing when they needed some more of that. I just want to see if there's anything else that I wanted to show you here. There wasn't much else. Obviously, there's room number 4, which would be the upstairs room. There's the bathroom as well, so just hold on. This is Jen's room in the downstairs level. So you can see that. This says money in here, which I can only speculate that it would be Madeline's birthday money, maybe. Because in some of the body cam, Stephan said, her birthday money's still here. Yeah, okay, probably that. Somebody had emailed me today actually pointing this out, which we've looked at before, but I'll point it out again. Active parenting of teens, and they were just saying, how ironic of a title is that? Active parenting for teens. You mean not neglectful? Yeah, ironic title right there, right? Okay, so they looked in all the drawers. That is just so sad to see all of this. Maddie's clothing items. If one is grieving the loss of someone, can you imagine like going through the items like this, you know? Esme says 399K, hit that button, leave your DNA. Thank you so much. Yeah, Nicole says birthday money maybe, exactly. So I'm just getting to that room number 4. Sorry, hold on. There's items of clothing as well, right? This could have been some of the new clothing that she got for her birthday. This looks brand new. Shame. No, man, this case just makes me so sad. It makes me so sad and so angry at the same time. I'm sure you guys have felt that before in true crime, right? Okay, wait, I'm getting lost in this. Just hold on. It would be... There's like so many photos. So let's go upstairs here. This they also show some of the roommates' rooms, so don't get confused with that either, because they do that too. Okay, so let's try to go from here. Upstairs. So downstairs, Jen Soto's room. There's a king bed, king-size bed for her. She says Maddie normally sleeps there. Then Maddie's makeshift room, little dining room area, little kitchen, right? Front door and a couch. Go upstairs. We've been up here before. Okay, if you go upstairs, there's a little laundry area, and Stephan Sterns was doing a whole bunch of laundry that day on February 26th of 2024. Like, I don't even know. I wish we could see his Google searches some more. We'll probably see it in the trial. Did he Google how to use a washing machine? Because I don't think he ever lifted a finger in his life. I think this was probably the first day he ever did washing ever, right? Okay, so we go there, and then there's a bathroom as well, which the roommates did not want Stephan to use. And that's why he apparently went downstairs. So there's that. I know I'm going quickly through this, but there's not much to talk about here. Okay, they show some of the roommate stuff too. So there we go. This would now be, let's go, keep going. The dustbin showing this that they tested. Oh my word. Now here, this is bedroom number 4. That's Stephan's room. Can you believe it? And it's got all these like extra locks on compared to the other rooms. And there's room number 3 and there's room number 2. So this is the room that Jen Soto sent her daughter to with Stephan Sterns. Like, you two upstairs, I need some good sleep tonight. Wow. So here's the room. We're seeing some more photos of the room where the murder may have occurred. I say may have because we've been through quite a few plausible scenarios. Scenario 1, 2, 3. If you missed that episode, it's on the playlist, where at some point we were also speculating that everything could have happened downstairs too, for all we know. But I think the most logical conclusion is that the murder happened, we still have to say alleged murder happened upstairs here. So this is room number 4, Stephan's room. Okay, and all his crap that he brought along or just kept there, including Danish pastries and Lorcana cards. And here's the Danish pastries. You see that? It's raspberry cream Danish pastries. Remember him talking about that? Now, Flea says, wasn't there a tripod in the room with locks? Initially, it was reported as such. I even had reported it as such. But when we got updated documents, which was already about 6 months ago, the list of evidence from the house, from the search warrant, said that there was a tripod in Maddie's makeshift room. Ironically, in these photos, the tripod's actually stashed in Jen's room. Well, a tripod. There could be more than one, right? A tripod is in Jen's room. Okay, so there's the Danish pastries. And also, just to clear up again, this, we looked at this before. It was much more blurry before. And we were like, is that a fleshlight, which is like a male-specific sex toy? Or is it a hairdryer? To me now, it looks loud and clear like a hairdryer, right? Some people are still saying that it's the other thing. But I think it's a hairdryer now. I really do. We discussed that a long time ago. Okay, I'd even discussed it on Court TV with Vinny. Okay, sure. Because that was like, why is that in there? Why? Why did anyone's mind go there? The shape, the color, the size, the everything, the photos we saw before. These are new photos, okay? Because Stephan Sterns, in his backpack, had what is listed on the documents as masturbation cream. Yeah, solo cream. That's what it's called. He brought his backpack along, packed his baggies for a sleepover, and brought along Lorcana cards and figurines and things. Don't know what the hairdryer is doing in this room. I don't know. Okay? But then also masturbation cream. Really? Oh my word. Yeah. Tony said, looks like a hairdryer to me, right? Look there. It says, does it say, what brand is that even? I was like, does that say Panasonic? I don't know. I can't remember what brand this is. But yeah, to me, I think that's a hairdryer. Now, remember, what's interesting is that the roommates said that they had heard like power tools in the morning. And then later they saw Stephan with like 3 different tools on the table. And Jen had asked him about those and he said he was just finishing a project. I still have questions about that. And people had speculated before, what if she was hearing a hairdryer? And we were all like, but, you know, wouldn't a female roommate be able to recognize like the sound of a hairdryer? Well, it depends. Depends what this hairdryer sounds like. Did it sound like a power tool or was he really using power tools? What was he doing? Stephan says Panasonic. Kelly said the stain under the bed looks like a tile is just ripped off, showing the cement flooring. Oh, hell no. That stain is liquid. If you look at that photo, if we're talking about the stain under the bed, under Madeline Soto's single bed in her makeshift room, it's liquid. Okay, so I've stared at those photos long enough to be like, what the hell is that? I even emailed one of the detectives, what the hell? Can you just tell me what that is? Actually, I just said, can you just tell me that you tested that, please? Did you test that? Anyway, I didn't get a response because it's an ongoing and active investigation, of course. But yes, here we go. You can see some more of the room and the door number if you haven't seen it before. I just can't. I can't. There's zero protective instinct if you're going to send your daughter upstairs to go and sleep with your ex-boyfriend, a 37-year-old man. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, so we've got this as well. And all these drawers and things were very, very empty. To the point where I'm like, did he really move out or did he just like quickly empty stuff that day? The reason I ask as well is because they obviously took pictures of the roommates' rooms. They took pictures of everything. So we'll quickly just go there. I don't want to show too much. But yeah, this is now the roommate's room. This is not Jen Soto's room. This is upstairs, okay? So, a shame. Obviously they moved out and all that, but this must be very traumatizing for them to know that they lived in this house where this was going on and where a little girl was murdered. Okay, wait, no, I don't want to show too much of that. Where were we? Somewhere over here. Yes, okay, I wanted to show this. This could just be the roommates washing. But remember they said that they took one of the roommates' comforters. So I don't know if it's this comforter. I do recall, I think they said gray comforter. Could have been this one. And I was just wondering, with all these boxer shorts and things, one of the roommates had their son also staying there. I think the son was about 17 years old or so. Something like that, right? Remember, we were still speculating. How old was he again? Not speculating. We were trying to figure out how old did she say he was again. But anyway, it could just belong to the roommate. But I was like, imagine if Stephan washed a whole bunch of stuff and just dumped it on on the roommate's bed. That wouldn't surprise me. He has no regard for anybody's boundaries whatsoever. So yeah, they took a lot of pictures of this. They also took a lot of pictures of the jeans, like this. Can you imagine? Like my brain goes places, okay? Because maybe they were just taking pictures. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's boring. They were just documenting things, okay? But I'm like, whoa, if Maddie was found wearing blue jeans, can you imagine if he took one of the roommate's jeans? I won't put it past him. I wouldn't put it past him. So yeah, this is just the roommate stuff again, as I say. Okay, so we've seen that. We've seen that. And then, oh no, they take so many pictures of Stephan's stuff. Maddie's clothing as well. More of room number 4 upstairs. So upstairs again, room 2, 3, and 4. The TV, and here's his stuff again, right? No. No, thank you. No. And as I say, part of this freaking FOIA file included naked pictures of him, which luckily none of you had to see. I hope you never will have to ever see that, but like, oh no. So just seeing all of this, it's just like, no. We don't want to see his underwear, but there it is. So yeah, all these drawers being so empty as well. Did he empty it that day? Did he do a lot of his own laundry or what? Were they pretending he wasn't really living there? You see here, they're taking pictures of boxer shorts, which actually match his. Now, many guys could have the same style. This could be the roommates' sons. Or the roommates, I don't know. But you just never know with Stephan Sterns what he's up to, you see, because they took pictures of this, and this is in the roommate's room. You see? And then they took pictures of jeans. You see that? That's why my mind goes there, because I'm like, why are they taking pictures of the roommate's jeans? Like really close-ups. You see that? Yeah? And that's all I have to say about that. Okay, now, as I say, I could go on. Is there something I didn't show you? Is there something else you want to see? I think we've pretty much gone over what we can go over for now. There's the front door. I would still wonder how he carried Maddie out of that house that morning and at what time. I would just only assume, you know, covered in blankets. And I mean, just like, how did he do that? Because he left it just after 7 in the morning. He was at the dumpster at 7:35 a.m. throwing away her school bag. Like, what a dumbass, this guy. I'm so grateful that he was a dumbass, but like, what a dumbass. Like, this guy threw away Maddie's backpack, laptop, one Croc. Actually, I got to show you one Croc. There's Crocs that they show us in these pictures, and I'm like, why are there other Crocs? Hold on. I really wish it was a little bit better organized. Let's go here. Yeah, you see there. That's a different Croc. They put these two over here. There was a pair of white Crocs and one white Croc. And based on the sizes they showed in the previous photos, because these are new photos, we were like, oh, so one pair is probably Jen's, and then there's this one white Croc of Maddie's. Why was that important? Because the other white Croc was found in the dumpster. The backpack, the laptop, the one Croc was covered in paint, right? But now here's another one. So I wonder why there's these two and this one. Is there a different one in the dumpster somewhere? Can you imagine if you took like one white one and one of these? Interesting. Jeep Sahara said, didn't Stephan Sterns have tools in the house, in the dining room? I mean, that's where the roommate saw it, and maybe it was to work on his figurines or something. I don't know. But that's what the roommate said. But they found it weird. They were like, well, what is he doing with those tools? And Jen asked him, what are you doing with that? And he said, oh, just finishing a project. Let me just see if there's something I'm missing here. Sherry said, I am 64 today. Happy birthday to you, Sherry. Thank you so much for being here. Kay said, I wish you could show or describe Maddie's drawings so that I can understand what they are of. Who could have or perhaps should have seen these pictures? Well, they're out there, right? They're out there. What I will say, I can try to help describe them. Just hold on one second. I'm just showing you the Crocs here quickly. You see? Okay. So, and this may have been at a later time, so I don't know. Let's see the size of this one. Can we see it? No. Anyway, I don't know if you find that interesting or not, but yeah, I do. I find a lot of this interesting, especially the more photos we get, the more things we see. Okay, so Kay Watson said, can I describe the drawings in Maddie's book? They are sexually explicit. It is of a female on her knees, like giving a blowjob to a male, and the male is like smiling. But the eerie thing about it is that you can see that it's a child that drew this. You know, like if you ask a child to draw like a house and some birds and like a stick figure, you know what I mean? It's like kind of that style. It's like you could see that a child drew this, but yet it's so sexually explicit, which is just so disturbing. So the reason I don't want to show that is because that's Maddie's trauma. That's like literally like her trying to process things and drawing things. And there's also another picture that was drawn in her book, which I don't know if did her mother never check her books or homework or anything? There's plenty of red flags in there as well. Like while not paying attention in school, for example, like some of the teachers say, or that she's sleepy. Did anyone check her books? Did you see what she was scribbling? Because there's already big signs that something's going on. There was one of like a female, how do I describe this? This is so difficult. There was one, it was on Court TV before as well, of a female with her legs open, and then there was also male genitals in the picture, right? And so it's just like, shame, man. My goodness. Her trying to process it, drawing, thinking about it, this predator. It just, I just don't even have the words, actually. Dispatch Debbie said, happy birthday, Sunday. I will celebrate mine too, same day. Oh, okay, very nice. Happy birthday to you for Sunday then. I see the chat is flying here. Hold on one second. I don't want to miss what you guys are saying. Heather, whatever said, I'm guessing he painted over evidence. Yeah, or he just tried to, maybe he just, if we're talking now about Maddie's backpack and that he poured all that, well, there's paint all over it. So maybe he was just trying to be smart and think, you know what? tracker dogs won't find that. Or if someone goes dumpster diving, they're not going to use this. He's going to destroy whatever's on there. Like, yeah, right. Deception Detective, welcome to you. Welcome to, if there's any other content creators in here that I didn't see or say hi to, welcome to you as well. So is there anything else that you guys want to see or want me to talk about? Because that's pretty much it. I just really today wanted to clarify that the only brand new information that has been received in this latest, file, I don't like calling it, like a FOIA dump, okay? I don't like calling it that. In this latest file release would be 2 folders of photos. One folder is mostly Madeline Soto's underwear that they documented meticulously. I understand why, because it's a CSAM case. If you don't know what CSAM is, it's child SA material. Okay, that's one folder. There's also a couple of towels in there and things like that. Then there was another folder, and that folder is mostly more pictures of the home. And you could see it's slightly different from the pictures we saw before, because like the bedding has been stripped, and it's just things have been moved around a bit, and then they took pictures again. Peggy Torrey said, I'm going to check you out on Court TV tonight. I was sick yesterday and didn't get to watch Courtroom Confidential yet. Yes, please go check out Courtroom Confidential if you haven't yet. I was on there chatting to Josh Ritter about various cases that we've been deep diving over here. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone. I will keep you posted if there is anything new. I mean, there's some things that we've never gone over before. I've never played Madeline Soto's friends' interviews because I personally don't feel comfortable sharing these little girls' police interviews on the internet. I just can't imagine how uncomfortable that must be for them. And I know that this is part of an investigation. So maybe at some point, as I've said before, I could make a presentation out of what they've said. Something like that. But I'm sure you guys have heard it before elsewhere, right? So I'm pretty sure you're covered with that. There's some body cam we haven't seen before, so we can look at that at some point as well. I do have that too. Unapologetically authentic. Glad to be a Grizzly for 21 months. Thank you for being a member for 21 months. Holy crap. Thank you so much. So I'll keep you posted. If there's anything that you want me to talk about or you have questions about or something, or you want me to go relook at the documents for something, please leave your comments below. I do my very best to read all of them. I mean, there are a lot of them, but I do my best to read all of them, okay? And thank you for all your emails. Thank you for all your questions. I really appreciate everyone that sent me that Fox News article just so that I could see it and, and see if it's true or not. Like, is it true or not? And unfortunately, that one isn't. It's not correct, okay? It needs to be corrected. So for now, thank you so much, everyone. I wish you a wonderful evening ahead. If you want to see me again later, I'll be on Court TV with Vinny discussing this very case. So in the meantime, thank you, mods. Thank you, everyone, and stay safe. And justice for Madeline Soto.